All right, guys, get this big news out of Hollywood, California, everybody. This is from The Wrap, where you get all the hottest gay gossip. This is from TheWrap.com. Look at this, a beautiful ghoul, Nikki Glazer. She got a brand new nose. This is her 5th one this year. It says the Golden Globes to add Best Podcast category for the 2026 awards show. We've finally done it. Guys, podcasters, we've made it. It's happening. As the world of entertainment continues to evolve, we are excited to recognize new forms of storytelling. Golden Globes president Helen Hoeing says the Golden Globes will be adding a Best Podcast category starting with the 2026 awards show. The organization announced on Wednesday, there's the part I already read, podcasts have emerged as a profound medium for sharing narratives and building communities across global borders and generations. The Golden Globes have always celebrated the best in film and television, she added. Now we're making room for new voices and formats to be heard. Exciting. What are you guys saying? This is exciting, right?
She had a podcast?
I don't know. Nikki Glaze. I think they have the picture of this skeleton here because I think she's going to host the Golden Globes. And also because she's rubbed Golden Globes all over herself to give herself this horrifying complexion she's got going on. Oh my God. I did not even I thought this was like the woman that played the ghoul in that Blumhouse, The Nun. You guys know The Nun? I thought this was the Nun. I'm not kidding. I thought this was The Nun, but it said underneath it, Nikki Glazer. And I didn't recognize her at all. She's, of course, a stand-up comedian. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about this because that means, number one, podcasts. Finally, ever since Conan O'Brien invented podcasts in 2018, podcasts are finally getting the recognition they deserve. So that's big news for a show like PODAWFUL. By the way, I'm hoping that is it an academy? I don't know who's in charge at the Golden. Well, I guess this Helen Hoeing is in charge there. But whoever votes on these things, I hope they realize, like, PODAWFUL's been a podcast since 2009. It's got pod right there in the fucking name. And of course, I hope they also recognize the fact that we support the right side of history here at PODAWFUL, which is, of course, now, here's the thing. We've got a few wars going on right now, apparently. There's Israel, Palestine. We, of course, support the good one. And then there's India, Pakistan, which I'm noticing not a lot of people have figured out which side to choose yet. On that, there's not the good one. Oh, well, we're going to be on the good side. We're definitely on the good side. Whoever they start putting the flag in their names on Twitter, I'm that guy too. I'm with you on that one. Here at YouTube, I'm going to say India, and over on Twitter, I'm going to say I'm guessing it's Pakistan. If I had to, I don't know how it works. In that, whoever wins, we all lose, or maybe the opposite way. I don't really know how it works with India, Pakistan, and I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't fucking care. I opt out. Okay? I don't care about any of these things.
Nice.
All I care about is never doing boring shit again. This is the problem. I'm so glad that the Golden Globes is finally honoring podcasts because maybe people will finally start taking this medium a little bit more seriously. And I don't mean the people listening to it. The people who listen to podcasts have taken it seriously since the beginning. I was one of those people. But the real people who need to start taking it seriously are the people making the podcasts. Maybe finally when, if Hollywood, magical Israel, Palestine, Hollywood is recognizing podcasts, they'll go, maybe we got to put a little effort into this stuff. I refuse to make boring shows. From now on, no boring shows. It's official. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I submit to the Golden Globes my podcast. PODAWFUL. This episode of PODAWFUL is my submission to the Golden Globes, and here is my big performance for it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, it's me, Jesse, but you can call me Dr. Comedy. Now, let me be clear. This is an AI recreation of my dumb voice making computer noises at you. Beep, bop, beep, boop, wee, woo. I want to thank you all for being here today. Happy to be here. Am I right? So look, I did a podcast for a long time on these platforms, and for one reason or another, they just keep giving me the old boot in the keyester. Looks like this time it was due to some angry little shaman playing tattletale to the fine folks over at Vimeo. Ah! Well, it is a shame that we parted under these circumstances. In another life, they could have remained good friends of the show. Ha ha, hey, hey. As a matter of fact, you should make them your best friend and sign up for 2 or 20 free Vimeo accounts today and upload anything, and I do mean anything, that you want on their platform. They would love to have you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Ha ha ha. We'll see you. So long. Bye-bye.
That was beautiful. Beautiful singing.
Guys, Hitler is rolling over his grave.
That's a bomb.
Hitler Renaissance.
Cancel the ballots. No need to vote. Podcast of the year.
Hey, Eric, might want to mention to him to plug the pizza fundraiser.
Get a job.
We might not be up long. If you want to continue watching the show, guys, sign up for the pizza fund right away.
That was a musical performance. You're allowed to say it in a musical performance, okay? And I don't have the accent where you say I know how to pronounce ER. I'm not from
the accent.
That's an accent. It's not a word. It's not different because you have an accent. Anyway, hi everybody. Dave Portnoy is sending children to Auschwitz. It's happening.
Woo. You can see the shoes, the wooden doors, the smokestacks.
The big pile of shoes. We're going to be learning a lot of lessons. Dave Portnoy, Heils Hitler, and hi, I'm Jesse. Hi, welcome to the show. H2BH, happy to be here. The henchmen are a little excited. They're talking during the intro. Okay, maybe that's my fault. I don't know. Special thank you.
Yell at them.
Well, yelling would have made it worse. You were right not to do it. Special thank you to friend of the show, Nerd City, for getting me the instrumental version there so that we could do that performance. You know, that's a brand new song. They don't have the instrumentals and the stems out yet. Nerd City from youtube.com. The famous YouTuber, Nerd City, friend of the show, got me that instrumental. So thank you to Nerd. Shout out to Nerd City.
Thanks, Nerd.
Go watch Nerd City. It's a good channel. Actually. It's one of the few good YouTube channels out there. So thank
He's
you.
the one who's angry at video games.
And he Heils Hitler too, by the way. What did you say? What did you ask me?
Is he the one who's angry at video games all the time?
Yeah, I think he's that guy. Same guy,
Yeah.
same basic guy. Happy to be here, everybody. Yeah, I'm your host, Jesse PS, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. This is a Pizza Fund episode. And Dave Portnoy he's doing the impossible. He's doing what we never thought you could do. He is sending them back to Auschwitz. New kind of guy is having to go there. It's a Muslim guy this time, but you know, whatever. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Again, listen, you guys are asking me before the show. I haven't picked my side yet. And I have to be won over. I need to be wooed. You got to take me out to dinner. You got to show me a good time. I'm not 100% sold on one side or the other. Israel, Palestine. It could be, they both sound Jewish to me. Okay? That's my take.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, folks. How about they both sound Jewish to me? So that's the new catchphrase of PODAWFUL. You guys ready for that?
Yep.
Try it. Write it down. Put that on your Trapper Keepers in quotes, and then put dash Jesse PS.
It's got you giving the OK symbol in the background.
You know, I thought that sending a guy to Auschwitz was bad because when the Hitler did it, everybody was like, not so fast. They did one of these. They wagged their finger. And now, I guess if you make enough, listen, you got one guy, he's putting something in the oven. You got another guy, he's putting pizzas in the oven. And then both of them send people to Auschwitz, and one of them's like, yes, that's great. That's awesome. I can't tell the difference. To me, it's all HH. But anyway, thank you to Yee for giving me special permission to perform that song on tonight's program. I reached out to him through our good friend, our mutual friend, Milo Yiannopoulos. And he helped us out with that. I'm going to lower. That's a little loud, huh? The clap is a little loud. I don't know how it got louder, but it seems like it did.
Your audience.
And we are going to lower that just a little bit. A guy named Foley left a comment the other day saying, Jesse, you're great. You're talented. You're the best podcaster ever. The Golden Globes should nominate you. But you got to get rid of the sound effects. And I go, your name is Foley. You want me to get rid of the Foley arts on the show and your name is Foley? And I had to tell him, no, I refuse.
Good for you.
Not getting rid of them. Okay. And the people who don't like it are new. They're the people who don't know what the Miami Sound Machine is. That's it. They just don't understand it. They don't get it. I'll be honest with you. I think there should be more sound effects. I might start letting the guys in Discord start doing soundboards of their own. It might be a sound effects bonanza. If we can figure out the audio levels, I legitimately might do that. I want there to be constant Pee-wee's Playhouse style noise going on in the background of this program. Yeah, it should be an absolute fucking nightmare. It's already a nightmare to look at. I want it to be a nightmare to listen to as well. So if you don't,
Listen, the Mouse Hunt theme.
It's an autism detector, okay? We know the people who can't take these sounds, they can't take these visuals. That's a way to get them out the door. Okay, we're just going to move on without you. We don't need you. Hey, Foley, you seem like a great guy. Thank you for the compliments, but bye. See ya. This is not the show for you. And I also throw that out to the Academy. I do want to talk about this. You know, normally I don't care about this kind of stuff, but I did watch the Ethan and Hasan debate. And you guys, I know my people are going to be like, what? Who cares? It was pretty good. It was actually a good time, and it started making me go, maybe I need to be more politically involved. I might be a socialist now, or whatever. I don't know which one. I think are they both socialists, both Ethan and Hasan, or is it just Hasan? I haven't picked a side 100%, but I will say the debate.
They're both Marxists.
Something. They're both something. They're both something.
They're both
Yeah,
lib
there's something.
socialists.
Something gay.
They're somethingists.
Ooh, we hate that stuff. We're alt-right over here. Okay, 2016. So I do want to talk about that, but I got to show you guys this. Somebody posted this in our Dark Future thread. We've got a Dark Future Tech thread. Who posted this? Let me see. Bob Sphincter. Bob Sphincter posted this. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay? You are not going to believe this. You want to talk about Dark Future. We have entered, I couldn't imagine a future this dark. AI slop and all that kind of stuff. The worries people had about AI. Oh, they're going to be able to, actually, speaking of Hollywood, one of the big ones, like one of the first big backlashes to all the AI shit was Hollywood, because they're, what keeps happening with these stupid actors is they keep bringing them back from the dead. And so a lot of these actors are like, shit, if they're willing to bring you back when you have no say about it, when you're totally fucking Kaputski, which is, by the way, the name of the producer on their film, when you are out for the count and they're still like, yeah, you know what? You actually get to keep acting against your will forever. You're a digital slave. then why wouldn't they do that while you're still alive? And so, you know, they had that writer's strike a couple years back now, which we talked about. We actually solved the writer's strike here at PodAWFUL. We called the WGA and got everything fixed on an episode of the show, a premium episode. They had part of the reason for that strike was they wanted to make sure that there's not going to be any funny business with AI. If you thought that was bad, if you thought the idea of like politician videos being faked, you know, everybody talks about that. Oh, they're going to make fake Trump videos and, you know, they're going to start World War III by convincing some poor Indian guy that a Pakistani said that his mom's a binchode or whatever. That it's nothing compared to what Bob Sphincter posted. This is the shittiest thing I've ever heard or seen, okay? This guy right here is not a guy. It's a cartoon man made of ones and zeros. Now, it's based on a guy. It's based on a guy called Chris Pelkey. Chris Pelkey was killed by what I think might have been, they're not saying it here, but I'm going to guess it's like an illegal alien. The guy who killed him's name is Gabriel Horcasitas. Why are you going so fast? He said. See, what happened was they were in a road rage incident. And the road rage was all on Gabriel's end, apparently. Because Gabriel didn't like that a guy could move faster than a turtle. And so Gabriel got out of his vehicle and shot Chris Pelkey and murdered him. All right. In a court of law, you know, after a guy's found guilty or whatever, they let you do a thing called a victim impact statement. And basically, it's a way to give the like when there's a dead person, it lets the family kind of have a sense of closure. You've seen this, right? Somebody stands up and goes, "This is what you took from me." And then the killer sits there and looks bored and doesn't even understand fucking English, so who cares? They went a whole extra level with this one. Chris Pelkey's sister made an AI video of her brother forgiving his killer. Take a look at this.
Hello.
Sick.
Just to be clear for everyone seeing this, I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that uses my picture and my voice profile.
No, I thought this was a real guy. I thought
Fucking hell.
Nice.
imagine the guy in the courthouse is like, "A ghost! Oh no!" Like what? I didn't need the disclaimer. I get it. You know.
Oh no, he's back.
Just to be clear.
This is
Zombie.
a haunted computer or something. Like, and by the way, in court when they showed this, you know, they had to drag out the third grade TV belted to a cart in front of everybody for this. I don't think anybody thought like, "Oh no, we're having a seance right now."
I was able to be digital
to a turtle.
By the way, this looks exactly like Curtis from the cult.
AI that uses my picture and my voice profile. I was able to be digitally regenerated to share with you today. But here is insight into who I actually was in real life.
My favorite part is they did the cheap one. Like they did they cheaped out on this. His sister cheaped out on this horrifying experimentation with the dark arts and sciences. Which is something you want to put all the money into, you know, rebuilding the dead as you can. Otherwise, you get Frankensteins. That's how you get Frankensteins. Trust me, I would know. I'm Dr. Comedy. So what she did was she used the free app that just takes the face and moves it around while the rest of the body sits there, you know, sort of Dr. Egon style, and just the head is moving. And then they just spliced together all the freebie samples. So there's all these bad cuts in between as well.
Take a look.
All right, I'm Chris Pelkey. I serve.
Here's the real guy. By the way, the picture doesn't even look like him. So that's not even an actual photo of him. They had Chat GPT. They're like, regenerate a nice photo of this guy. And it gave like the closest thing it could come up with.
With the United States Army in the infantry.
This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not even close.
I'm from upstate New York. And What else?
Where'd you deploy?
Where'd I deploy? I went to.
I hope he's deployed to his sister's home and spooks her for the rest of her life. You deserve to be
this is
haunted.
Yeah, we need a real
Haunted.
sinister situation going on here.
This is sad, bizarre,
Absolute
and
revenge.
terrifying all at once.
It's the worst thing ever. Because I've accidentally ended up as this defender of AI just because I did a couple episodes talking about it where I'm like, I'm just saying that it's a useful thing. That's basically it. And unfortunately, I keep finding myself in these arguments with people where I'm having to defend it. And it's like, I'm not saying there's not bad parts to it. There are things that are going to be horrors beyond imagination. You're looking at it. We're at that point. We've achieved it.
Baghdad in 2006, 2008.
I'm assuming, by the way, this was not in the impact statement video. I'm assuming this was added in by whoever uploaded this so you could see the real guy, but I don't know.
I went to Afghanistan in 09 to 10.
Listen, and this guy, he went to Afghanistan. He's out there. He's doing some Israeli style military work. He's working for the Israeli side. He picked a side, okay? And even popping the heads off of Afghanistani babies was not as horrifying an image as whatever the fuck this is.
So I would like to make my own impact statement.
Okay, well, we'll just cut to the next freebie.
So, hello everybody.
We don't need the so's, by the way.
Wait, so did the
So
did the
so
sorry
so
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 go ahead.
so did she write the impact statement or did the AI
No, he
generate
wrote
an
it. What
impact
the fuck
statement?
do you mean? Did she? Who would have written it?
he wrote it from beyond the grave.
Yeah, they went to
AI.
a
That's true.
gypsy and she wrote it down for them. I mean, well, yeah, of course
They
she
went to a
wrote it.
Santeria, yeah.
Something. Well,
Well, I was
Gonna
wondering if
ask
ChatGPT wrote it
to
too.
write it.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking! I didn't even.
My brother's
Think
dead.
of
I want
that.
him to forgive his killer.
That is
Good
so.
call.
Can you please
that
write
is
a new
so-
paragraph?
That is so fucking dark. I didn't even think about that as an option.
And to know that that's our
Mhm.
brother. It doesn't look like him. And it
It's
doesn't
so
talk like
funny.
our brother does. It's so fucking weird.
Yes.
Like, how would you be okay
It
with
doesn't
like
sound
releasing
He's
like
that?
creepier than the animatronic presidents at Disney World.
I'm assuming. I think with the victim impact statement, they play it after the, sentence has been given or whatever. They've decided whether the guy's guilty or not. If I speak any English and I'm the killer in this scenario, it's over. I'm bursting out laughing at the courtroom at this. I mean,
It's
I don't know.
insane.
It doesn't matter how many saints this guy believes in and how many days of the dead he's attended. This is the silliest, stupidest thing. By the way, set the murderer free. He's already gone through enough by having to watch this video. This is crazy.
Of course.
Thank you so much for being here today.
This is like this. You know what this is? This is something Nathan Fielder would do on Nathan for You. This is. I think he set up a similar service where you could like talk to your dead dog after it died,
Yeah.
or something. Didn't he
Yeah, I
do
saw
that?
people talking about that.
Yeah, this is that. This is basically that. This is. We should start this business. Honestly, why not? Like, sell this product to the family of victims of death and murder.
Yeah, this is also a Black Mirror episode, like exactly.
Is there actually a Black Mirror like this, or are you just saying it's like Black Mirror? I haven't seen enough of these.
No, it's literally a Black Mirror episode. Like, literally, this is what happened.
Oh my god.
It's called Eulogy.
She, like, her husband died, and then she got a voice of him, and then it turned into a robot at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, it is what it isn't.
It was what it was.
Well, no,
It
it
is what it
wasn't
is.
though. In a lot of ways, it wasn't actually.
It means a lot.
What?
I can't tell you how humbled I am for those that spoke up for me.
What a fucking insane thing to write for a dead guy! I can't tell you how humbled I am. So, by the way, this is like
He's a fucking ghost.
basically this is like oh my god, you know what we need to do? Who was the bitch that got killed by a Mexican? Who was the girl that like
Which one?
You know, the fucking one that every
Right.
conservative guy talks about.
Lakin
Riley.
or-
We need to make a Lakin Riley one of these where she's like,
Ugly name.
it's like as if it was written by her dad, where she's going, actually, I forgive you because you invented tacos and burritos, and I thank you for murdering me because without you, we wouldn't have salsa verde.
Everyone who flew in, took off work, those who are
We gotta do one of these for the kid that was killed by the black guy at the track meet. What's that guy's name?
Austin.
Austin. Yeah.
Not Carmelo Anthony.
Because his dad's like, what we really need to think about right now is black people's feelings. So let's just make sure that everyone knows that Austin from beyond the grave is 100% fine with his own murder. That's what's happening here.
He's got a twin brother too. The twin brother could do the voice on that one.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that would be funny if the dad made the twin brother.
He can play both.
Pretend to be. He like does a hologram. He does a hologram at the funeral service. Makes the twin brother do it. Actually, it's good that I'm dead. Goodbye, everyone. Fuck white people. Goodbye.
My sister thought that shit would be played like during the trial or something.
I can't tell you how humbled I am for those.
Yeah, you can't because you're not the guy. You cannot do humble for a dead guy. That's not how anything works ever.
Spoke up for me. Everyone who flew in and took off work. Those who are watching this remotely. And for everyone who has supported.
What do you mean, the psychic mediums who are tuning into this watching remotely?
My family and loved ones through 3.5 years and 2 trials. I wish I could be with you all today.
2 trials? So this guy, what, was there a mistrial at some point? Jesus.
To your honor, Judge Lang, thank you.
Okay, this is cheating, by the way. You can't do that. That's a move. I'm not sure legally you're allowed to even talk to the judge.
Thank you for making
as the dead guy in a case.
Yourself available to see this case to the end, especially when the rescheduled trial conflicted with your daughter's spring break. Thank you.
Imagine having to be the defense lawyer and having to object to a Ouija board. And then the judge overruling it, by the way. Now, let's see where this goes.
Thank you for listening to everyone today. Thank you for reading the flood of impact statements that came in before today.
Thank you for contacting a crystal ball.
That so many people wrote on my behalf.
That's what's happening now. This is writing on your behalf. Dude, I mean, imagine the woman that does this. Imagine the sister who she has now made. Listen, it's so often women make some dude's death about them. They make everything about themselves. Mm-hmm. She made herself the guy. This is her. She's puppeteering her brother's corpse.
Every single one of them is meaningful and gives a glimpse into my life with each of them. To Gabriel Horcasitas.
Here we go. That's the killer.
Man who shot me.
Oh,
wow.
Fuck this. Fuck.
It's so dirty. It's like
it's
futuristic brown nosing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day.
I was going to be played during the trial for sure.
The man who shot me. It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends.
Hey, I've got a plan. Let's get a picture of Gabriel Horcasitas and AI it into your best friend. Then we can stick you guys next to each other. You can talk. We could do that thing with the AI Google podcast where it's these two guys hosting a podcast with one another, pretending they're kicking back and drinking beers together, just having a good old time.
Sitting on a blanket, having a picnic together.
I have an idea for the name of the podcast. We call it Shooting the Shit with Gabriel and the dead guy.
I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do.
Yeah, that's what he said when he had the Punisher emblem on the side of his gun as he was blowing away Muslim kids. God forgives, but I don't.
To my family and everyone that I've met along the way. It was a lot of fun. You know, I always...
Everyone I met along the way. What is it, like a graduation
Especially the
speech?
killers. The guys that killed him were a blast.
This is like the valedictorian speech at like a cool high school, you know? everyone I met along the way. You know, maybe the real friends were the people we met along the way. As we go on, we remember all the times we've had together. And when that guy shot me in my chest, I fucking died, but there's AI now. Thanks, sis.
Always had a lot of fun. Love each other because you never know how long you have. But make the most of each day and live your life. It
doesn't matter how long you have. You're back. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back.
It's okay to stumble.
Panned out, and then he's on the stage at America's Got Talent, and
yeah, this is. I want to see him with. I want to see him with 3 heads, and he's dressed like an African child, and he's singing for everybody.
Jesus, even if it's a mouthful.
Yeah, even if it's a mouthful.
But make the most of each day and live your life. It is okay.
We have to take a screenshot of this guy. Hang on a second. Let's just get him. Somebody screenshot him real quick, and let's change it so that he sings the Jesus is a Mouthful song. Okay.
Okay to stumble. God has you.
You running out of credits? What the fuck is going on? Uh-oh, sorry. You need 30 more points in order to generate more victim impact statement.
It is okay.
It is what it is.
Stumble. God has you.
Thank you, Max Headroom.
Remember, getting old is a gift that not everybody has.
You don't say.
So embrace it and stop worrying about those wrinkles.
Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking
That's it.
That's it, I guess.
That's what a sister would say.
She's talking about herself. She's thinking about her problems. She's sitting there looking in the mirror.
It's all of her problems.
What the?
She's dragging herself off with her brother's corpse.
Wow.
Dude, this is evil.
Basically.
This is evil. You are looking at pure, unadulterated, straight up evil. What's the guy's name that died again? The track meet guy? Austin something? Austin
Metcalf.
Metcalf. I want to see the video of Austin Metcalf's dad.
Jesus.
Where is that? Austin Metcalf's dad blasts white supremacist. Okay,
Oh, she had a couple of dumbass.
All right. Well, we'll bring. He blasted him. We'll bring the white supremacist back with AI then. What the fuck is this? Look, ladies and gentlemen, Indian Royce Lopez. This is Blois. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
He's a beautiful man.
This is the first thing that came up.
This went down to Texas. One of them, a white supremacist, joined by a
Any moment now, he's gonna lick the corner of his mouth.
Hating black man. The white
He puts the
supremacist
Roland Martin.
is Jake Lane, a January 6th domestic terrorist
He puts the Martin potato rolls in Roland Martin.
insurrectionist, joined by Philip Anderson, another domestic terrorist insurrectionist. And so they went down to Texas.
By the way, this guy's getting nominated for a Golden Globe next year.
Regarding the case of Austin Metcalf. He, of course, is the
text at the bottom of the screen is blurry. Like, how do you even fuck up the graphics like this? What is this?
a white high school teen.
And of course,
that even he has a
QR code.
Yeah.
I spotted it too. Yeah.
Who was stabbed to death by a young black teen, Carmelo Anthony. And so he's with a group called Protect White Americans. Now, again, what's interesting here is that you have Philip.
Can they bring out Black Merch? Because this is getting boring. This is like Daywave.
Anderson, who
if a black guy hosted Daywave, would that automatically be Nightwave?
Black, who is standing with Lang, who is white, and the group is called Protect White America.
Okay, you got the clip.
Thank you. I stand with you, sir, on that. But today, I'm here.
What the fuck is this? This is not. That guy's not the dad, right? Is this? Oh my god! I'm just getting my time wasted by this retard. Where's the dad? That's not the dad, right? Is this the dad? He looks too young. Oh my god. Okay, I clicked something stupid here. I guess I don't know. Let me find the fucking clip.
That is not the dad. I think they talked on a phone.
Yeah,
so
they
you wouldn't
talked on
even
the
see the dad.
phone from what I saw. It's that guy talking to
I
the
couldn't
dad
even
on the
hear
phone.
the audio there. Oh my.
Now to breaking news and an update on the deadly stabbing in Frisco. Frisco.
Let me just see if this actually has anything.
For the press conference
Of his son.
leaving. Since he was asked to shook the hands
Oh,
talking.
this is where he got kicked out of the black people thing.
Yeah.
Can somebody
was asked to
find me
leave
the?
and he,
Can
did.
somebody find me the fucking clip of the dad actually talking where I can hear it or something? Because I want to see this. Is there? I don't even know what the dad looks like. Austin Metcalf, dad.
Grumpy white guy.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I figured out half of that. Thanks, Stella. You're saying he's
He is
white.
frumpy.
Okay, you're saying that it's a white man. Okay, this. Yeah, hang on a second. This has got to be it.
My hope
Yes, here we go. I found it. I think I found something.
Yeah, yeah.
was to bring awareness
Yeah, that's
so this tragedy doesn't happen to another family.
Bring awareness of what? Stabbing?
CALF. You are
Yeah, that
Austin's
your
father.
son was unjustly fucking stabbed.
Easy question to start with. It's probably a tough one to answer,
But do you bring your son back with AI and play it in the courtroom, or
but how have the last
do you forgive the killer instantly for the
24 hours been for you? And
Well, the thing is, fried chicken. We love it. So
for your family and for Hunter.
That's 3 questions. So for me, it's not real yet. It hasn't sunk in.
okay, well then for me it's not real either, actually, and I mean that permanently.
Didn't happen.
So this is starting to feel a little sandy, if you get my drift. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. You say something more than that, and suddenly you're owing cartels. But
I'm just happy to stay strong so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements.
why is his arm broken? By the way, wait a second. Was that addressed?
How have the last
Was he stabbed too? He's got like a brace on his arm, and
24 hours been for you?
the fuck?
I'm just happy to stay strong
And I'm just happy to be here.
so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements, people flying in, people
Bob Dole
coming from all over. So I haven't had a chance to really grieve yet. I know at some point
And actually, I'm thinking I won't.
when this is all over and
I don't want to get my window smashed and my bike stolen, so I'm just going to stay not grieving, as a matter of fact. I actually gave to the Give, Send, Go.
we're able to put him in the ground, then
Put him in the ground? Jesus Christ.
I'll probably
That's a TikTok trend now. Put him in the ground. Hashtag put him in the ground.
down and grieve that way. But right now, I'm really numb, and I really don't feel anything. I just have to function.
They're going to go to fucking bury this kid. There's going to already be a black dead guy inside his grave sitting there.
And I need to be there for my son and my
They can't ask him to move either. It's
family, and I need to make sure I set an example for my son.
Austin obviously is the son, and also Hunter, who you're talking about here.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through who Austin was to you. I know that you
his son.
Said so much about him. I think
the fuck kind of
in the last 24 hours here. Everyone else has said a lot about him too, about how great of a kid he was. In your eyes, though, just as a father, who was he to you?
My boys are the biggest blessing in my life.
But also the biggest curse.
Ooh. You
God
realize you said blessing too, not blessings, because he only has one son left.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
God's going to get me through this. I had a dream last night.
I have a dream that one day little black boys and little white boys.
And Austin came to me and said, I'm okay.
Fuck, I have to believe him. It came to him in a dream. I believe anything where it comes to a guy in a dream.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he said to me, Dad, forgive him. Forgive the guy that stabbed me to death over a backpack. You have to forgive him.
And he was wearing a Technicolor dream coat of colors.
Have you ever had soul food? Have you eaten soul food? Okay. Because the seasoning, the seasoning.
You know I like rap music, Dad.
He came to me in a fucking dream. He said, my son, actually, before he passed away, Austin looked me right in the eyes. Right before he went to that track meet, he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, Dad, if I'm ever stabbed to death by a black kid, forgive him.
Gives me peace.
I was actually going to grow up to be mega Hitler. So he said, Dad, I'm the next Hitler. And I said to him, son, have you heard of Ye?
Doesn't mean I don't hurt, but it gives me great peace.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So one of the things my son, Hunter, his ability to stay strong is a character to his brother. His brother, they had each other's back. They
should have had each other's front because... Okay, anyway, I think we take this guy, maybe have him say some AI things, make his son say some pleasing things, you know, go, oh, I never put raisins in the potato salad, or
make the whole family sing I am a little butterfly.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, so what the hell are you talking about?
It's a Dance Dance Revolution song.
I'm going to have to take your word for it.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PODAWFUL.pizza.
Pizza.
PODAWFUL.pizza.
Damn, a guy in the chat said, oh man, I've lost it now, so I don't remember the name. Oh, here we go. Skunk Man says, Hunter? More like prey. I think that was the wrong brother, but I liked the joke anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the debate, the biggest debate, the greatest minds and the greatest representatives of Israel and Palestine of a generation. Ethan Klein, Hasan Piker. And this actually ruled. I couldn't believe it, but I had a great time watching this.
Hello, everybody. It's your...
Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that?
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, let me just check to make sure this is working.
Oddly thin.
So, Ethan, and by the way, again, this is the H3 podcast. This is another nominee for the Golden Globe. As soon as Ethan can get his wrist under control, they may give him an award. Otherwise, if they hand him the award right now, somebody's likely to get Austin Metcalf on stage. You don't want to be the presenter in this scenario. But, yeah, right at the top of the show, the Adderall is kicking in and...
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Whoa, what happened? Did I leave and come back?
Jesse.
Am I...
I think everyone did.
Oh, Discord must have done so. Maybe there's like an update or something. That was weird. Can you guys see me? Is the video still on? Okay.
Yep, it's clear. Perfect.
Sorry, I was afraid my hand did it on its own for a second there. I didn't know what was going on. You know, this fuck, that threw me off entirely. Anyway, let's go back to this.
It's your host, Ethan Klein. It's the H3 show. The date is the 2nd of May.
We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to go over a few different little bits that I enjoyed.
And it is the long-awaited Leftovers reunion.
Whoa! Whoa! What was that move? That's a brand new one.
Long-awaited Leftovers reunion.
So we used to have this thing built into the show. It was a piece of technology called the Ethan Klein Eyebrowmeter. And it would measure the Richter scale of Ethan Klein's eyebrows. It used to be that the only thing on him that was jumpy were his brows. They'd go all over the place. It was incredibly distracting, horrific. Obviously, the guy should not be on camera. This is you know, this guy should be a ping tuber. This is the kind of guy who should have come up with his cartoon animal that's a weird color at the beginning of his career and then stuck with that forever, never do a face reveal. Unfortunately, his eyebrows weren't having it. They took control early on, and Hila said, I need the job too. I hold camera. And so now we've got this. Now he's doing Spaghetti Man noodle arm moves here. He's just checking. Ooh, but he's feeling himself. And the nice thing here is, I got to be honest, normally you tune into an H3 podcast or show or whatever, any of these little streams they do, and Ethan is down in the dumps. He's slunk in his chair. It's miserable. It's slimy. There's a part of it where you're watching it and you're like, ugh, it's sickening. And this one, he's feeling himself. And if you didn't see it, you know, you're not into this kind of stuff. The entire build up to this debate was kind of incredible because, you know, you've got Hasan Piker, who's Mr. Shoulders. Every shoulder that Mersh ever lost, Hasan found, stuck it onto himself. His head shrunk with each new inch of shoulder. And he's this big brute of a guy. So you would think, oh, this is like a strong, confident guy. The entire run up to this, Hasan was shitting his pants having to do this, trying to find any excuse to get out of doing this debate. It was really fun to see. And with each new time Hasan revealed that he's chicken, Ethan Klein is building up his confidence in this moment. So finally, it's like, it's fun. It's kind of fun. The guy's having some fun.
How nice.
His arms and his chin and his fucking forehead aren't having so much fun, but the rest of him's having fun.
We're back together.
Jesus Christ. How do you even take a sip? I would be so terrified to try to drink anything with these arms.
And it's going to end a lot better than the second time, right? I mean, it's going to end a lot better the second time than it did the first time, right? How could it be worse?
I would love for that to be the case, sure.
Hasan is calling in, of course, at 12:30.
Okay, every time his hand goes crazy. You know what? Well, let's go to the Pizza Fund. We got to go to the Pizza Fund for this one because there's some things, even after the intro of this show, there's just some things we can't do on YouTube. Let me update over the Pizza Fund before you guys bring on your heavy loads and knock it offline. Head on over there now. Great. There we go. PODAWFUL.pizza. Head on over there now. Join the Pizza Fund. PODAWFUL.pizza. $12 level. Get access to this full primo episode and all of our banned and archived and premium episodes. PODAWFUL.pizza. Because I want to talk more. I want to talk more about this man's spasms. Okay. And by the way, lately, I guess because he's getting so much attention again on him, he's having to re-explain, you know, there's new audience members out there. I saw him do this whole breakdown trying to explain, no, I'm not on drugs. I just have Tourette's. Disagree. There's no possible way that's all that's going on. But Ethan Klein is the litigious sort. So we'll be talking about this in the Pizza Fund. Now, I'm not saying that him being the litigious sort has anything to do with him supporting Israel in this debate. I'm not saying that. You were thinking it because you support Hasan Piker, but I did not say it. Anyway, we got a lot more stuff for you. The debate, I've got, oh my God, I can't even believe this. I've actually got a brand new Goon that I might show to you guys and another visit to Win by 2 Radio. I kept this one a secret. We're going to do a little Win by 2 coverage because he came back. He's back in his studio and you're not going to fucking believe what you see. So all of that in the full primo episode. Join it now. PODAWFUL.pizza. We're going live there right now. See you there.
Sorry, nigga. I'm Tom Gulley, and you're watching Is This Live, the show.
This content right here
on the PodAwful TV network
is Pizza Fund's own
PODAWFUL.pizza.
This shit is beefer. You're listening to Howdy Do with J. Crew.
PODAWFUL.pizza.
We got shooters in these streets.
Nigga.